Good afternoon, YouTube. It is I, the new me in 2010, coming at you with a car vlog. It has been a while since I have made a video. It is September the 25th, 2020, and I'm on my way to an appointment this afternoon, and I thought I'd just pop on with life updates. Life in general. 2020 has not been what we had expected to be, but praise be unto God that we are still in the land of the living, even if the land that we living in is crazy as ish. Okay, so life is still happening, y'all. The end of they doing construction on this street, and I should have went the other way. So life is still happening. End of 2019 was interesting as well. This is crazy. So yeah, end of last year. Okay, I had to get take that phone call. But like I said, the end of 2019 was very interesting. Very interesting for me. After being employed with the same group for about 22 years, my position was eliminated, so they left me looking for a job. Which I'm still in the process of finding a new position, but I am grateful that things are such as they are, and it has given me an opportunity to kind of start something of my own. In the meantime, I started hitting the ground running, looking for a position. Then I kind of eased up and backed off towards the holiday. And just as I began to start my search again, we were hit with this pandemic. So it is very interesting looking for employment during the pandemic. But I am still in that process of trying to look, but it's so many other things have been happening along the way that I keep saying there's a reason why I have not found a new position yet. Because of course I have been applying and applying and applying. Child, either they don't want to pay, or it's something like I don't have experience with QuickBooks. So, because the systems, you've been in a company for so long, you only use their systems. We use Lawson at one particular company that owned us, and then we moved to Navision when we were bought with another company. So, learning new software is not hard for me. I've had to do it throughout the 22 years of my work career. But luckily, I did speak with a young lady day before last about a position, and she was looking for somebody that could just step in, who knew QuickBooks and could step in right away. But she gave me, and I really appreciated it, she gave me some advice, was to go online. They offer free training on QuickBooks, and I could become a pro and I can add that to my resume, and that may help me within my job search. And I thanked her for it. I thank her. You know, I don't mind having a conversation with anybody about a job, you know, whether I get it or I don't. But that just helps me in my interview skills and but I was very appreciative for that advice, and I did go online and sign up, and I actually have worked through a few of the modules to get me going. And that's probably what my focus is going to be this weekend, is to finishing up all that training. So the sooner I finish it, the sooner I can put it on my resume, the sooner I can push it out there. And then there are some other things that I'm going to try to get some certifications in the meantime. But like I say, it's just so many things other things have been creeping up, and that's been on my plate, that I just say there's a reason why God hasn't allowed me to find a position yet. So with that being said, yes, I am still on the job hunt. But in the meantime, I have been, you know, I love to cook and I love to bake. So I have been doing a little baking business here and there, trying to see how it's going. And, you know, it has its ebbs and flows. Some weeks I may not have don't have any orders, and then other weeks I may have 6 orders. You know, so it just depends on what the climate is and what is going on and what's going on with me. And it seems like it's always when I don't have any orders, it's the very time that I need not have any, because I have other stuff that's going on. So that's a career update. As far as health updates, so I had an appointment in May with my PCP, but it was a over the telephone, which was no big deal. So Tuesday I went to the doctor, and my weight is kind of staying the same. I'm not losing, and if I'm gaining, I'm losing it right back. So I'm going through that yo-yo, up and down, up and down. But I tell you, we hadn't done lab work in maybe about a year. So she finally did some lab work. And can I tell you, these were the worst labs I've had in years. Yeah. Didn't like anything. My A1C had gone up to 5.8, which now puts me at pre-diabetic, for real. My cholesterol went up. One of my liver enzymes went up. So it was not, that's the worst. I haven't had a report that looked like that in years. Because I'm used to my A1C being 5.5 or below. Because my goal personally is a 5. So, and then I know what the cause of it is, the inactivity. And the fact that I introduced bread, sugar, rice, pasta, potatoes back into my diet. Because, you know, I was testing the theory, because, you know, I was going to see a nutritionist or whatever, and she's telling me to add more carbs. Well, with keto, and even before I started into keto, I was doing low carb, and I was trying to keep my carbs at 30 and below. So, of course, with me eating potatoes, rice, and bread, my carbs are going up. Because she literally wanted me to eat 100 carbs a day. I'm done testing that theory. So since Tuesday, I've scaled back on some things. And starting Monday, for sure, like I ate some, I had half a bagel this morning. Because that's just what I want. But I'm going to say I'm doing more low carb than keto, but it's half and half for me. But the other thing we discussed, because my blood pressure was high. They're doing this thing now where they check your blood pressure with the wrist cuffs. Now I have one of those at home and that I use. And then the doctor will come in and she'll check it with the regular, because they're testing those out. So of course with the wrist one, my blood pressure was 171/98 or something stupid like that. But I'm like, okay. And I had taken my medicine. So she checked it again, and it was like when she checked it, it was like 140/80 or something like that. Which is she's still concerned about it, and she's, I got the threat again. If I don't lose you need to lose some of the weight to bring your pressure down, so that I don't have to put you on a different blood pressure medicine. I'm like, okay. Wake up call. So Tuesday I had some wake up calls. And then the other conversation we had, because I am a 10-year lap band patient, haven't had much success. We spoke about this last year, about me talking with my bariatric surgeon about doing a revision. Well, my bariatric surgeon, he does not himself do revisions. He has a partner in his office that would. And at the time that does revision, at the time we initially talked about it, I didn't feel like dealing with the whole rigmarole, trying to get that figured out or what have you. So, because then I would have to do all the leg work. So we had that same conversation. She asked me had I gotten a field or whatever, and her question was, she said, "Do you want a field or do you want a new surgery?" And I have been toying with the idea, so I'm toying with the idea of having a revision surgery. To the point where she gave me 2 programs to contact. I kind of researched one, and I probably researched the other one to see how easy it is to get information from them. But the one I chose, the initial one I chose, because that specific doctor, he's known for doing high risk revisions and all of that stuff. So I got the paperwork for that. Now I just need to get the packet together. I need to get a referral letter from my physician. I also need to have my physician give me a prescription for a barium swallow. And then I have to get my original surgery notes. Well, I know my doctor's office does not have them, because I was looking for something off of my lap band I needed for something. The serial number off my lap band or something I needed. And they did not have my records in the office. So I know I'm going to have to call the hospital to see if I can get my records from when I was in the hospital and my surgical notes. So that is what my job is going to be Tuesday, because Monday I have to take my guy to the doctor to see a surgeon about his orthopedic surgery. This new orthopedic surgery he's going to. So when I say my life is busy, my life is busy. So that is the health update. So needless to say, my plan is this weekend to do some meal prepping for myself, because he will eat some of the things that I eat. As far as the protein and stuff, he'll eat anything I eat except fish, because he's allergic to fish. Then 2, I'm trying to cut back on red meat, so I'm going to give me some ground turkey. So when I want burgers and stuff like that, and I'm going to store walking. I'm trying to challenge myself to 100 days, because I have a girlfriend that's doing 100 days of movement. And if I can do it every day, I'm shooting for 7 days a week, because my health and my life depends on it. I have no choice anymore in this matter, and I don't want to be dealing with this 2 years from now when I turn 50. I've been saying, I said before, I wasn't gonna come into my 40s fat. I came into my 40s a little lighter than I was, but I'm still fat. So it's time to rectify that situation. So whether I have surgery or not, or revision surgery or not, I'm going to be proactive in the meantime. Because the thing about it is, once I get this packet together, and I have to mail it to them, and it takes 30 to 45 days for them to even review it. So, let's say I get all the information I need by the first full week in October. So they probably won't review, have a decision until basically probably until December, November, December. So depending on what my insurance company says, and I might give them a call myself too, and see if they even cover revisions and what is their protocol for. I think I'm gonna do that too today. While I'm sitting in this car waiting on my petition. But to see what they're putting on, because if I have to do like a 6-month supervised thing, don't worry, I'm finna join WWW. Okay, that documentation. Yes, sirree. So, what is that? All right, yeah. So I'll be back on my channel with some more cooking videos. Don't mind the baking videos if you see them, because that's just the nature of what I do these days. I bake. Whether it's keto, whether it's low carb, whether it's full fat, full sugar. You know, you'll see some of those videos, because I did buy a new camera to start doing some other videos. Just because I needed something to do. And I've been wanting a camera, and I want a camera to just take pictures other than just my phone. As you can see, I am on my phone. Well, I don't know if you can see, I'm on my phone recording this video because it's convenient. So, but when I do my cooking videos, I'll have my camera and my tripod set up for those. And I'm still not an editing chick. It is what it is. You know, I'm doing it just as a hobby to have something to do. But I hope everyone else has been safe and staying healthy during this time that we are in. And I pray that we end the year off strong. And better than what it was when we started. And it's time to start laying the groundwork for I still say make the groundwork for 2021, because I am totally over 2022. My phone. Because my holder, yeah. So And I am a half hour early for my appointment. But I just need to sit. I was gonna go to the store, but I don't feel like rushing. I was gonna go to the store, look for some shoes. But that can wait. As I've dealt with so much death this year, you know, I've had people who passed because of C-19, and then I have people pass for other reasons. This year, it's like my family was hit real hard with death in 2020. So, now that I have my lab work in, I can start working on improving and know what my numbers are. I can start improving on those numbers. So I'm going to take you all along on some of my walks that I plan on doing while the weather is nice. Now it's like almost 80 degrees here today. It's still nice, but it's a little hot. My girlfriend, I like cooler weather to walk in. And somebody's trying to convince me to buy this piece of equipment, that little mirror equipment that they got now with the personal trainer thing on it. I'm not doing it. So the one gym I belong to sold out to, well, they closed in my area, and oh, this thing is gonna fall again. No. You probably barely see me, but whatever. It is what it is today. They sold, closed the clubs in my area, and Club Fitness took over their memberships. And Club Fitness has been open for a while, but I'm still kind of hesitant to go in. And then I have a Y membership that I got because I wanted to do water aerobics. So I don't even know if they're doing water aerobics. I did have them put me on a reduced, well, they haven't started back doing dues at the specific Y I go to because they were doing renovations. So they're opening up next week, and then in October they'll start charging our membership dues again. But I applied for to get reduced fees through December. So then I'll decide after that whether I'm going to stick with it. Because if they're not having any water aerobics classes, I can just dump that, and also dump Club Fitness, because I'm really considering ordering a treadmill. Because I have a bike, I want a treadmill. We got some weights, and I'm thinking about going on Amazon and ordering us a whole complete weight set, so I don't even have to worry about it. Because in the wintertime, I know I'm not going to really want to get out and go nowhere. So that'll be another project that I work on, and then it'll be good when he's up and able again to have the weights and stuff down there if you want to get walking on a treadmill or whatever. So I'm investigating that, because now these are treadmills. I have to look and make sure specifically the weight capacity on them, and see how make sure that they're weight appropriate. So, and then the one I really was looking at was like $1,200, and I'm like, ugh. I mean, I could go ahead and do it, because I don't want I want a good quality one. And then if I can get one that's like similar to the Peloton, because I did put my tissue in here. There's no way in the world that I'm paying Peloton prices for a treadmill. So that's that. So yeah, I want to get off of here and see. Excuse me, y'all. Allergies is getting on my nerves. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get off of here and probably make some phone calls while I wait for my stylist and see. Well, I stuck some money in my purse. I gotta find. So like I said, I hope you all are doing well and that you all end the year off, this last quarter of 2020 off well and intact. All right, y'all be blessed, and I'll talk to you later, hopefully sooner than later. Bye.